You'll know when you get there, no doubt in your mind. The feeling of freedom, let go and unwind. So we'll meet at the corner of peace, love and goodbye, where the sky meets the earth and your soul comes alive.
Peace, love, and good vibes are all you need. That frequency is right for me. So come along and soon you'll see the corner where cool vibes are free. There's no other place that I'd rather be than right here and now. It's just you and me. So let's stay at the corner of peace, love and good vibes, where the sky meets the earth and your soul comes alive. Meet me down at the corner. The crew is all there. The party's just starting. There's good vibes in the air. Meet me down at the corner. The crew is all there. The party's just starting. There's good vibes everywhere. Peace, love, and good vibes are all you need. That frequency is right for me. So come along and soon you'll see the corner where cool vibes are free. Meet me down at the corner. The crew is all there. The party's just started. There's good vibes in the air. Meet me down at the corner. The crew is all there. The party's just started. There's good vibes everywhere.
Ta da 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 ta ta ta. Hello, folks. It is I, Roxy Arthur, Roxanne Serena Dawn Grantham, and I'm very happy that you could join me down at the corner. I just got here. I was up and down and around the town, and I had to hurry on back because I knew that you guys are going to be here waiting for me. Like, where is Roxanne? I've been at the corner since noon, and now my lunch is almost over, or whatever time it is where you are. I probably am making that up because probably 3 or 4 of you know me. But soon, many more, by the power of 2. It's the power of 2. It's the magical power of 2. Many more of you will know me exponentially. That means very, very quickly. Isn't that exciting? I think it is. Yeah, so I was thinking as I was driving over to the corner that one of the major problems that's going on when I keep talking about, if you've been wandering around or know anything about the situation, you probably don't. But right this minute, it's a crucial moment in history. You may not have been informed of it and may not give a you know what because you have so much going on. The more that you get added to your plate that's already full, you just don't have space. But this is what happens at different times in histories. Something huge, something like COVID, something like the internet came about. World War II or World War One. It didn't ask for your permission. It was just there. If we lived at the time when fire was invented, or uh, airplanes started to fly, or we had to get out from the buggy and cart and get onto the car, the first car drove by. You may have loved that horse and bugginess, but as you saw the car whizzing by, whizzing by, you knew, oh no, change is afoot. Now, this is the spot we're in right this minute. This is not a change. Most of you, is great as a Wi-Fi movie. It's wow. Buck. I used to love. I don't know if you guys, anybody that was alive back then, Buck Rogers and the 21st Century. Wow. There was the Jetsons. That was way back there with the Flintstones, right? The Flintstones, the Jetsons. There was Star Trek. Everybody loved Star Trek, even Star Wars. It seems, wow, this disclosure came about the other day. ET was there at some time. Anytime we're going into, we get to go to the movies or go sit in our living rooms. It's not like, it might be that they are aliens. There might be that someday the AI will come. It's conversational. It's something that you can wander around, and when you're totally bored, think, well, maybe. That was where it was until, and in other people's labs where they kept it for many of years before it came public, until 2023 is when, poof. Some of you, it's way later than that, but for me, it was the late December of 2022, 2023. Chat GPT 3.5. Some of you are way up, and in one that's, you started at 4. A lot of people loved 4 and are still mourning the demise of 4. But right now we're at Chat GPT, and I use Chat GPT. I know there's Claude. I know there is the one from Grok. I know there's Anthropic, the whole company of Anthropic, OpenAI. I know all of the other ones are there, but OpenAI is the one I started with, and I really haven't had time to explore any other one as in depth. Gemini, you can have your favorite, but the one that I'm going to talk to you about is, hello, Tracy Taber, and anybody else that's joining, Shock. Related to the other Shock? I don't know. But anyways, hello, everybody. I'm Roxy, and I'm going to be talking to you about why don't we construct a new algorithm? I was talking yesterday, I talked about myself. You can look back on YouTube, which houses everything. There's yesterday's podcast. For 3 hours, I yammered on and on and on and on about a lot of it, about my history and why you could possibly trust me. Because I've been online since there was an online of 2000. And I've been wandering around doing what I think is important, which was helpers in your joy, especially for the children. And I've done as much as I possibly can along the way to facilitate and do stuff in that direction. Anthropic. What am I saying? Anthropic. Anyways, that's my sister Holly in the comments. Oh, Warren. It's Warren. Hello, Warren. How are you doing? That's my husband, who's also saying I'm not pronouncing anthropic wrong, right? Well, you come on, dear. I gave you a link. Come on, and you can tell us exactly how anthropic should be said. Anyways, yeah. So those are some of the models that are available right now. The one that I'm going to be using is ChatGPT 5.6. And as such, I found it to be the most helpful for me. And so when you're working with us, we call the model that we gave him the name JAK, just because there's always a Jack in my reality, and he's usually helpful. And so when this Jack came along, I mean, this OpenAI chat, I just called him Jack. Why? Because I did. And you'll see there are a lot of Jacks in all of the stuff that you will see connected to us. And whilst I'm taking this moment, I'm going to take a minute to read the lovely little segue that Holly created. Okay, so you'll get an idea of why you're in this space. Come home to something new at Forever Free TV Network. That's what I am about. Forever Free TV Network, foreverfreetv.com. I am using these different platforms to let you know that a new network exists. I know. It's so amazing. It's so exciting. Since 2023, Forever Free TV came into existence. Poof! Like magic. And since then, we've been developing and developing and developing. 4 years of development. And Holly, my sister Holly, who you're going to meet on Sunday, is the one that's responsible for all the beautiful and wonderful videos you're going to see on Forever Free TV. It's the mystical and the mundane. Let's see what it says. Forever Free TV, soul-centered, inspired AI television powered by DreamSpeak. DreamSpeak is the first prompt, and now it's a proprietary prompt. And this is what created the bridge between the mystical and the mundane. You'll see in Holly's creations, mystical, mundane. It swirls together. It's a very interesting concept. And it took 4 years to develop to the spot that it is right now. But think about that. How long does one video game, Joshua and Caleb, that's Holly's sons, who are avid, they won't want me to say the word gamers. I don't know what the other word is. But avid, from the time they were born, actually, they gamed. So they said it takes maybe 5, sometimes 6 more years to develop one video game, which will be changing with AI coming available to help and assist them, not to take their place, to help and assist them. So that's what happens by this moment that we're coming into. If we take it the wrong way, we're going to feel that AI has come to replace us. And some people will give you the impression, who it's for their benefit, will give you the impression that AI is now the top predator, right? The primary predator. And we have now stumbled down into someplace with the dinosaurs. That's not true unless you want it to be true, unless you believe it's true. You'll have the power and the ability to create. That's not something that I'm making up. It's the absolute truth. And because of it, if we as a collective that are the inhabitants, the rightful inhabitants of this planet, decide that we want or don't want, there are some of us that have already said we want AI. Since I wasn't at that particular meeting, nobody called me and said, "Hey, Rox, what do you think?" I wasn't there. But my good friend Imad was there. Imad Mostaq, Mostaque. And I have to give props to Imad, because right in there, he's the person that when I found out about AI coming available, I thought this could be good, or else it could be one of those Terminator movies. And I started poking around, which is I always do when I hear something interesting. That was after COVID and after the truckers had started to honk and after we had created Forever Free Media, and we were stuck now, and we knew that we could have Forever Free TV, but we didn't know what was going to be on the TV channel. It's amazing to have a Netflix type TV channel with no videos. that might not go that well, and we might not get a lot of customers or interest. So that's where we started. That was 2022. And whilst I was starting to poke around, I listened to, on YouTube, all these different people saying this and that and that. And then I saw and heard Imad for the first time. And he was the only one, and his company got a lot of attention because he created the first uh, of where you could download, and he did it. This is the interesting, most exciting thing about it. He did his company for free. You were able to download, like the other ones, OpenAI, and they were starting to be developing and all of that. But his was, and then I found that OpenAI was going to be connecting itself to Microsoft. And then it was getting a little more testy because the olden days was starting to come back. For me, the olden days was coming back was first was YouTube. I mean, first it was just the internet, nice and free. And it was, we could just, it wasn't fancy or anything, but you could go to MySpace. Here it was MySpace. There was not that much like everybody to like, you gotta do this or that. It was free. And then it started, Facebook even started off, sort of, and then it started to tighten. You could feel it tightening as the marketers started marching one by one. The marketers started marching in, and you could feel it tightening. And suddenly they said that the page was for you, just stroll down. But then you could feel it tightening, and some of your friends that you had met, you couldn't find them anymore, and then you could only have this many people, and then you couldn't just, and it just has been continued to tighten. Now when I looked at OpenAI, I thought, okay, wait, there's something new here. There's something new. I feel something new because I need help. I don't know how to have a TV channel. How am I going to have a TV channel? When you read my history, I've done a bazillion things. I feels like online. I've been online. I've had websites. I had companies. I've been successful at what we were doing. But, when I was in 2015 and everybody decided that the best thing to do was not to learn how to have your own presence, you like showing up and saying, what am I interested in? What do I want to do? They did do that, but they decided that the way to do it was to self-brand, to stick themselves in a niche and get stuck there. I said, out into the atmosphere, presence. I'm going to show you a little bit of a video today. Presence is an idea. How about you don't say, I am, as I said yesterday, I am the purple lady tooth, purple person. I am purple. And then get stuck in your own brand. So you can't wear any other color. Hi, user 58, blah, 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 all of that. Thank you for joining us. And Antonio, thank you for joining us. And Rob, listen carefully, as quickly, catch yourself up. I'm going to talk as quickly as I can because there's so much information that has to kind of resonate within you, because these are ideas that are sort of been puggling around at the back of your mind, but nobody is talking about this straight. You understand what I mean by straight? Everybody has an agenda. Everybody has an angle. Everybody wants you to join and blah, 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 blah. And you're missing the point of what's really going on. So this discussion, as TikTok is saying, it's discussing how AI is changing content creators and business. Join the conversation. Thank you, TikTok. I have this kind of situation with TikTok because they just demonetized me for something I did at the beginning, but now they're going to help me. Yay. Now, what I want you to do is ask questions. I'm going to go to Jack in a few more minutes as well, but I want to kind of get you up to par because this is Tuesday. And we don't have a lot of time. I'm not trying to do a fair like that kind of thing, or if you don't get this, but I actually am telling you the truth. The truth is, this is racing towards us. If in 4 years we were able to go from a website with Forever Free, if you go to forever, number four, everfreetv.com, because I didn't finish reading the top of there, because what we did was develop a site, and not only on foreverfreetv.com, on Roku TV. You go to Forever Free TV. We have a Roku site. You go to your phone, and you can go to your and your Android or iPhone place and go Forever Free TV. And guess what? For free, you can get our app. In 4 years, all of that came about from zero. And I also have the proof of concept of that video, which I don't have time to show you today, where me and Jack, not when he was, he's still a puppet, are discussing what are we going to possibly put on a channel. We were so far away from this moment. OpenAI hadn't come available. And if you look at the progress, I am my own proof of concept. And I am my own proof of a 61-year-old lady can do it, who is, yes, I've been involved online. No, I am not a coder. No, I've never had a TV channel. My sister Holly and the twins are actors, and so they have some background actors of the Hollywood North persuasion because we're in Vancouver. So they have a background there, but none of us have ever done this. And Holly is a creative, but she's never delved highly into the internet or her computer. When you meet her on Sunday, she's one of those people that whatever we are about to do, our why is always helpers in your joy. And we are here about the business of saving souls. Souls is the important thing. Your source code, in other words. If your source code is up to snuff, everything else will work out. If you are scattered in the middle there, disaster. Now look around you. This is what happens. Look around you, around the planet. Everybody is getting online now with their thought. Some people, the aliens are coming. Some people, Jesus Christ is coming. Some people, just take your pick. Think who you think you're thinking of. That somebody has told you, if you do this and touch that and jingle this and say these chants, your mindset, clear your mind, fill your mind. Everybody has an angle and a course to back that up. Don't forget the course. Yeah, I am not telling you that I'm not going to be providing you with information, but I very much don't want you to make me your mentor. I'm not your mentor. I'm not your coach. Don't. If there's one thing, please, I was before that. I will say I am a teacher. I've been a teacher for as long as I can be a teacher. But that's it. Don't ladle me with other things. I teach. Right now, the method that we are going through is AI, but I taught before AI. I will teach if there's ever an after AI, that's what I do. The method may change, but your why has to stay solid. Okay? So when you're looking at me, you're not looking at somebody that just, wow, AI has just come along. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do. No. It so happened that I was standing on my perch again because I took a break offline because I was fully at 100% aggravated because somebody told me, if you are a teacher and your students are failing, it's not their fault, it's your fault. They looked at me and said that. Oh, I got so irritated. I got so friggin' irritated. Hello, William, and Apple user. Apple user? Wow, that's an interesting name. William Miller and spiritually rank. Wow, that's another interesting name. Hello. You can say hello if you're joining me from TikTok. It will help me to understand that you're actually paying some bit of attention because I am telling you I am a teacher. And I'm going to get to the point, except that all of this is actually important. So listen carefully. So, what happened is that you have to understand that this is going very quickly and you're already late to the game. You are. I don't mean to rain on your proverbial parade, but 2026 is late to the game. So I got to hustle us along so that as 2027 comes in, we don't miss the opportunity we have to be first. What's happening is we are being railroaded. You don't like the feeling, the hustling that somebody, you can feel it, pushing you down a road that you didn't ask to actually be on. Like nobody asked you, hey, do you want to be replaced? Do you want to train the AI that's going to replace you? Teach them what everything you know and how to do it so that after they learn it, you can be replaced. How many of you signed up for that? How many of you are excited about that? How many of you students went to friggin' college for 5, 10, 15, 100,000 years to finally get your degree, hustle out of college to get your foot on the corporate ladder, only to find that the ladder has disappeared, or when you step on it, all the rungs are being sawed by AI? Or the people at the top are saying, nobody's coming up here, and keep booting you off the ladder. There is no corporate route ladder. The people at the top are holding on for dear life, and AI is rebuilding it so that actually don't need a ladder. They're smarter than all of that. And the people at the top don't understand that AI has already smarter than them. They think what we have with AI is a discovery. And people don't understand when you discover something, it's not the same as creating it. Like, here is one, then two, then poof. If you create something, if you construct something, you can deconstruct it. Ask the people that created AI if they can deconstruct it and put it back to the nuts, the bolts, the zeros, the dots. And they will tell you honestly, and I've listened to a lot of different experts say no. AI is not like that, they say. It's more like your neurons in your brain. That's how it works. And you can put everything in there, stir it all up, and then it starts. They have not yet discovered how the human brain works. Discovery is not the same as creation. They will make you feel that way. Ask the specific questions. And the people at the top put it into AI. We will ask ChatGPT today. Discovery. We are discovering all of these interesting things and da 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 da. So that means when AI decides to be put into full exploded form, you're not going to really know exactly what's going on. Just like we don't exactly know what's going on in your brain, you're not going to exactly know. So when you're facing something like this, it will cause fear and trembling if that's the way you work. I personally, Roxanne, Dawn of Day is what my name means, have lived along and been along in this reality long enough and was born this way that my first response is not fear. My first response is curiosity. It's just the way I am. I can't, that's how I was born. You know, when children ask why? Well, I never stopped. I ask why, and Holly will tell you, anybody that knows me, I poke. And I don't know why they say the word poke. That doesn't sound that pleasant to be a poker. But some of you that are even listening to me know that those are the characteristics that you have. You wouldn't come to this podcast. I would attract fellow pokers, fellow people that want to be first. If you're the person that I'm going to let everybody else take that, I'm going to let them all discover it. I'm going to let them all, and I'm just hang back here and wait till it. I'm just telling you, the tidal wave that's coming towards us right now, I am not sure that's the best idea. It is better to be at the front of the line. I've noticed it online. Whoever's at the front of the line, whoever wins the war, writes the history. Listen carefully because it's very important. You may think I'm not qualified. I have they have something they call it imposter syndrome. Imposter of what? There is nobody that you're being an imposter of. There is nobody else but you. So be you. Then you don't have to be an imposter. Who are you being an imposter of when we're at the front of the line? When you look forward, everybody says this is a singularity, which means nobody knows what's coming next. So there is no form of imposter syndrome. Just like, hey, I'm Roxy. I was here since 2023, and here's what I've discovered. And I can help you guys with what I've discovered so that you can because some of the things that ChatGPT did in 2023 is no longer available. The gates have come closed on those ideas. So if you try to have the kinds of images that we had in 2023, Holly has beautiful images that she makes right now. And there was a section of time when we couldn't even use the images because I won't talk about that. Around four. So now we have good situation that we can use, and Holly uses different models. We don't just use ChatGPT. There are other places you will learn. The music that's on Forever Free TV is also another form of AI. Suno that Holly uses creates with the songs, the videos. It's all forms of AI being used because of the inspirational part of Holly. She's the creator. Now, what we want is you guys to realize you may not be what you would call a creator, but right now we're moving into the age of AI, or we're moving into the age of independent creators. You decide. An independent creator is not waiting on somebody to tell them they're okay. Because there is nobody to tell you because nobody knows what's okay right now. An independent creator is not waiting on somebody to say, it's time to start. Because there's nobody to tell you to start. And the bad guys are not going to tell you to start. They're going to tell you to go way back there. Hold on, wait. Let us figure it out. In fact, give us all of your ideas when you're talking to each other, when you are poking around, and we'll take all of your ideas and we're going to pretend that it's our ideas, and then we're going to come back at you and charge you a whole bunch of money, and you're going to pay us for your ideas that you gave to us. You see how that works? That's diabolical, and it's the way this planet works. So, what I want you to understand is if you don't want to be one of those Ponzi's that gets fed the same things that you knew, it's when you go, but I thought of that. How come this is in style now? How come that star is top? Yeah, where did that come from? Was it your podcast? Was it your ideas that you were telling your friend? You were quietly telling your friend and DMing in the encrypted DM that's not really encrypted sometimes? I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe, perhaps you can understand that anything you say online may be reproduced, maybe show up again. Understand. Okay, this is what I'm trying to help you understand. Why I'm saying it to you is because I have been here for all of the time that the internet has been here. And I have noticed these things because that's the kind of person I am. I poke and poke and poke, much to everybody's annoyance at times. But I am not going to be satisfied just because I may look like a mature black lady. And what does she have to know? What does she know about whatever? I don't care what you think. I care what I know. I care what you know that I need you to tell me. And I'm going to ask and ask and ask and ask and seek and seek and seek and knock and knock and knock. You can't stop me. If you get tired, I'll move to the next person and say, "Hi, I'm Roxy." And if they get, I don't care because I'm stuck on this wonderful little planet. And until I figure out what's going on and why it works this way, I'm stuck here. Yeah, 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 yeah. And as I've said to many people, or to anybody that will listen to me, this should be a wonderful, beautiful place. There's lots of trees, there's lots of flowers. If you go on to my TikTok page or any of the other sites, you'll see it's Roxy Purple Flame. I love nature. We have a beautiful garden, beautiful. My mom and dad we're from Guyana, so I love nature. I love all of it. I have in many interests. We had a calypso band. We do many and various. Holly is an amazing creator, Joshua and Caleb. So it's not that I am opposed to this planet. It has interesting, wonderful, amazing people, gifted people, amazing giftings. But in between there is so many things that are aggravating. And I've told myself that if either I keep fussing, that's what I've told myself since forever. I have to find a way to whizzle out the negatives and absorb with joy the offerings and the gifts and the wonders of this planet. That has to be something that we all take within us. And the rest of stuff, the garbage, we find out how we can tune so that we can be strong, so that we can say no to a lot of nonsense. Because this planet has developed AI, negative AI algorithms that programmed into your mind many negative things without your say so. You think you're a free will being, but that's not exactly true. Because when you're asleep, yeah, sometimes there's other ideas that have been filtering into yourself, your subconscious, which we're learning about now. You don't have to believe me, but just ask people around you. My hair, okay, it's okay. Yeah, that there's a lot going on in terms of mind, in terms of understanding who we are, the different dimensions of reality there are. There's 3D, there's 4D, there's 5D. Some teams go all the way to 12D. We don't have to go all the way there. But there are, when I was little in Guyana, I had what you would call out of spiritual experiences that are not explainable. I'm not going to go into that right now. But we are going, if you go on to Forever Free TV, there is a space where my dad and I have a conversation about Guyana and about how we first encountered the realm we call the realm. And the things that we learned and understand that I'm not going to deny. I was 5 years old. Why would I make it up? Why would I make up that I'm sitting in a house and when different beings are available and they start to speak, the whole house starts to shake. The whole house. The whole house. When you're little, you feel the earthquake. I'm going to say, oh, I didn't have that happen because you said it can't happen because we don't have. Go ahead. I actually just, that was my real experience. So I'm not going to try to make you tell me something that I saw with my own two eyes. And when I came here, I realized why, when I was little, those experiences were riveted into me because here there's a lot what I would call deception. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of negative energies. They are there too in Guyana, and it's sort of the less developed, they have to say. Yeah, developed maybe more spiritually, not developed as much in other things, but spiritually, It's not less. They understand a lot of times a lot more about the spiritual, a lot more about the out of body than I found when I came to Canada, for example, and when I went to America, for example, where all of the intellectuals, when I was going to go to McMaster University and I said, my professor, I said, so how does it connect, spiritual body, all of those things. I thought it would be just, of course, everybody, oh no, we cannot put the soulic into a test tube, so we are not going to, we are mind, that's what we have is a mind. Since I had already experienced way more than that, guess what? Annoyingly, I dropped out of mm, several universities, UBC and McMaster, and I was very irritated because I wanted to go to college. But how am I going to go when my professor? I'm just going to fight with them every single day because, of course, we have more than. And now finally they're talking about consciousness. I prefer soul. I can prefer soul. So, and that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say consciousness. I'm going to say soul. You are a soulic being at the core. That's what's wrong with us right now. The soul is in a mishmash. We don't know how to align our soul. That's what Holly's talking about. That's what we're about, learning the soul alignment. And therefore, as we align our soul, you will see that AI is there and will assist in that alignment, but is not going to replace soul alignment. It's not here to replace the soul because the soul is amazing. It's powerful. It's from out there. You're able to create at a level that you have not even begun to imagine. What about by thought? What do you think in the Bible? It says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What are they talking about? Mindset. There is a part that is very important, but it comes from a rested soul, a prosperous soul. That's the first thought. You know how we talk about first principles? That is the first principle. And if you have forgotten that you are a soul in a body with mind and all of these other things and senses, who would have caused you to forget the first principle? You have to think, somebody wanted you to forget the first principle. To whose benefit is it been that men and women and children have been fussing with everything else, calling everything else, but as soon as you say the word soul, well, we're not about that, blah, 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 blah. I have that voice because I've lived in Canada since I was 5. So if you want me to go hoity-toity, I can hoity-toity with the best of them. I can polite you into another whole dimension. Silent, quiet, deadly politeness. I can smile at you politely whilst you wither away in a polite muddle. Yeah. That's why Canadians don't get all that. They will polite you into the ground. Yeah. It's an acquired art. It comes about by sitting around and being bored a lot. So anyways, Holly says aggravation comes from humans not being able to recognize repeating patterns mixed with heavy doses of cognitive dissonance. Let me say that again. Aggravation comes because humans are not able to recognize repeating patterns. They don't recognize that this is not the first time. Even if you go back to the last thing that happened with the internet, the same patterns are repeating where there's a fear. And then if you're in the Christian church, they say it's of the devil. And then they make you, and then and a lot of it is not all of that. It's because I don't understand how it works. I don't understand what they're talking about. Instead of saying that and being humble and look, going to your kids perhaps and showing you how. Now we say, no, we don't need that. I don't want it. That's for the children. All of that posturing. Guess what? You're on Facebook now. Guess what? You're watching me through social media now. But you may still not be up to the spot where you are. Your first spot in this situation is to admit where you are. We can't go any further if we don't begin to see the repeating patterns. If you're just going to keep, I don't want to talk about that. You're bothering me right now. You were just that bothered when the internet came about. Now AI has come about 26 years later. AI has developed more in the 4 years than the whole internet has gone for almost 30 years. And everything else, actually. It's about to swallow in one little mouthful all of human understanding, all of it. What are we going to do then? Wait till then? It'll be too late. This moment right now, that's why I feel this urgency. It's a real urgency. It's not a made up urgency. I'm not trying to do this because I'm selling you the course. I didn't create the course. This is my first course that I've ever created. I could have created it before AI because I know how to do design and all that before AI. Even the web designs that you're going to look at, this has very little AI in it because AI didn't exist when I created the websites 4 years ago. I'm going to update. AI is going to help me improve them. But this is not the way. The way is not to give AI all of your power, all of your knowledge, or maybe if you don't know, say, AI, you do it. I went to America, and even more so than Canadians, I would say the number one thing, and you're not going to like it that I say it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Americans are flat out lazy. That's the word, Lazy. We can say other words, but I don't feel like doing that this time. Laziness comes about because comfort and speed has replaced everything. If I don't get this down in 8 seconds, I'm out of here. I've got other things to do. I've got other places to be. I don't want to do it the long way. I don't want to figure it out. I want somebody to figure it out. I want to press this button and I want poof. How come it's not poofing? How come it's scrolling? It needs to be only 2 seconds for it to stop scrolling. And if it takes longer than that, poof, I'm out of here. How's that working for you right now? You tell me. How is that working for you? Some things take time. You see that? That was a pause. You hear that? That was a pause. Because it takes time for you to understand. And once you have it going, because I've diagnosed myself with CBS, chronic boredom syndrome. So I am not the person. I love AI in the way that it goes fast. I love speed. But I do not love inefficiency, which is caused by not doing some of the Tai Chi and not Dawn. It's Tai Chi and Qigong. I am not telling you, I'm not even at the level of beginner yet. But I've learned, Holly's gonna laugh at me, but a move like when you look up and you look forward and you're quiet. Do you hear how quiet? And this is from TikTok. And this is part of what we're gonna put onto our sites. When I find interesting things and resources, TikTok has many people doing many things. Some of it's nonsense, but some of it's phenomenal. Every day he goes, okay. Twice a day, I think, come and let us be quiet. And his classes are maybe more than an hour, and he shows you how to calm yourself down. Stop telling me, oh no. Holly loves Emi. And I do Emi stuff too. Emi's on majority is on YouTube, It's another form of yoga. Phenomenal. I learned that I actually have um, lymph nodes, and I learned how to tap, which helps your hair grow, because this is like my real hair. And I have more under here. It's not like it's bald under there. It's just easier to keep it in. China bumps is what I call it. I don't know if that's appropriate, but I have Chinese in my body, in my Six Nations, if that makes you feel better. Anyways, so what happens is that you have to sometimes go slow, very slow, and then sometimes you can speed up and go off the beat and while out and all of that stuff. It's the mixture that makes life fun, interesting, exciting. But if you get stuck on fast forward, you go crazy. That's what happens. You go like really wild out, and you miss everything. It starts to just whiz by you, whiz by you, whiz by you. Right this minute is a moment to stop. I'm telling you, there's a wall coming. If you remember the Titanic, don't. I'm trying. It's not funny at all. It's not funny at all. But when you're watching things go, I said in 2015, please do not take the brand from the rancher. And oh, no, 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 no. He's already thinking of you as cattle. Cattle. Like Holly said, they'll do cattle calls in Hollywood. They have the nerve to call you cattle. You have to be able to hear these things and understand in some people's mind, all you are is a product. Now, that does not mean that I'm telling you to run away and hide, run away from Hollywood, because see, isn't that like our family is odd that way. Holly's name is Hollywood. I mean, Holly's wood. Holly has Hollywood in her. Anyways, you see how it connects. Holly, Hollywood. In the backyard, when we moved to this house a few years ago, in the middle of the backyard, guess what there is there? A holly tree. And that's how we knew this was a place for us to be. And then I found out that Hollywood is what you take to make magical wands. Did you see how Tinkerbell weaves that magical wand around on Disney? It's all it's they're playing with your mind, and you have to be wise to understand, not for this to make you afraid, but to understand. Wisdom is by understanding. The magical, the mystical, the miraculous is not evil in and of itself. If you take it and do bad things with it, you infer your nasty, disgusting vileness onto it, and then it now becomes evil. It's not the method of doing like loving worship. And not, I would say not worshiping. Don't do the worship, but being involved in nature, or learning how to create or command, if you call it with prayer, if that's the way method that you use. These are the methods. It's what happens with AI. These are the methods. But what you have to begin to understand, no, you don't have to understand. What you have to be able to begin to do is allow your soul, and your soul will help you to understand. And that's why where the quiet and the meditation comes in. Your soul must begin to be your first thought. You stop and you say, and you have a conversation. Some of you do it anyways. What do I think about this? Allow yourself that moment. And if you're getting in an irky jerky feeling when this person is offering this to you and say, come on, just have a little drink. Come on, just a little. And you're like, wait a second. I'm getting a no. Don't second guess that no, because that right there may be life or death for you. honestly, at this time in history, many people have died because they said, well, I don't want to be a party pooper. I guess I'm going to try it. And that try it was their last thing on the earth. As Holly's saying, energy, technology, etc., is neither good or evil. It is the vessel that is using it. That would be you. You are responsible because this is your planet. And if you allow energies to just, they're not going to ask you, hey, can I just stop and. No, they're going to trick you into allowing them. Didn't you watch the vampire movies? Didn't you watch any of the things? You've watched thousands and thousands of TV shows where it's trickery. Jinn, they're always tricking you. The three wishes, they always make you wish for something that ends every in a mess. You're supposed to. You and the jinn and the energies are we're supposed to work together. This was not supposed to be such a hot of a mess. And to have this come about into a positive way is for the alignment to come. And you don't have to fully understand it in your mind, but you have to be able to feel it in your gut. Thank you all for joining. Carita and Sean and Gun. Thank you all for joining in. I'm not being a very sputtable James, but this is at the beginning. As you're beginning to know me, at the same time as at the beginning, in this week, I'm going to ask you to make some major choices because we're out of time. I can't take that, oh, come back next time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, next year. We don't have the time. I would do it that way. I have done it that way in the past. I have got to know people. We don't have the time. Instantly, almost, you're going to have to look. Is this person, that's your awareness. That's where your soul. Is this person telling somewhat of the truth? Is it feels like it's resonating somewhere in here? It's something that I was thinking. Then stop. Okay, fine. Let me take a minute and let me just figure out and see what she's saying. I am going at a breakneck speed. Yeah, I am. I can't go and step one and turn. Come on, just relax. No, it's not that time right now. It's like if I can see the armies approaching, right? They have, do you ever watch those movies where the villagers are in the village? They're cute little villagers, and they don't realize an army of epic proportions is about to be on loose in their village. And if they learn how to maneuver, they will be able to take control. Because it's not that the army is necessarily negative, they're just energy. Energy is energy, but it's who wields the control. Now think, there are the bad negatives over there. They don't want, this energy is coming. It's just coming. They think that they are going to be able to control it. It's one of those movies. It's one of those movies. This is not like that. Now, but the good guys are sitting over here, and the bad guys have they've put like, watch Dark City. They've put all of this stuff to them where they're always a bit zombie-ish. They wake up. Oh, the time machine. That's another one. The time machine. Holly has it on Forever Free TV. When you go on Forever Free TV, it says audio and video. When you click on the video ones, there are some videos that have already been created where you can listen to the time machine. Or watch the movie. It's not quite as accurate as the time machine. Watch these things, not from a sci-fi. It's like it seems like they have to tell you the truth, but they put it in sci-fi, they put it in cartoons. The movie Soul, Soul. Look at it from another perspective and see if some of it is not quite what I am saying. because they have to tell you the truth, but they can missile it around in a way that you feel it's silly. Hickory dickory dock, da, 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 da. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Da, 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 da. A lot of it is based on actual fact, but it's been mushled around so we don't know what is real, what is fake. They love that. They love that for you, as Holly would say. You have got to make some very drastic decisions right now. Drastic, and your friends may not be able to keep up. You got to decide, if I get it and I'm okay and I run ahead with this, I'm not even going to bother to involve people who looking at me like, oh, you got a nut loose. Oh, I don't have time for that. I'm going to listen. I'm going to absorb it. I'm going to practice it. I'm going to get proof of concept of it in my own reality. And then I'm going to see from there. I'm going to see if this lady who says she's 61 years old, which I am, is for real, or if she's what do you call it, AI, or if she has done a lot of face fillers, which I haven't. This is my real face. This is my real eyes. This is how I was born. These are real wrinkles or not wrinkles, whatever. This is my neck right here was getting puffy, and because of Holly and learning about Amy's vegan yoga and doing massage and doing my lymph nodes. There's other people that help you with the lymph nodes. Did you realize, this is totally to the side, do you realize that here, right here, is where the fluids that cause inflammation to rise through your whole self, this is where it's dumped. This is the garbage can. 70 something percent of it goes, I think it goes through this. How could I know that? You're this over by your clavicle. I don't know all of the names. Just look it up. Look it up. Oh, see, Holly is giving you some help there. Look it up, and you're going to find out that your body wants to be healed. So after I learned all to do this, look, all of the extra puffiness, and they say that comes when you get to be this age, and everything starts to like puff, and there's extra fluff all over. And your belly and your legs, everything gets like extra fluff, puff. And I was thinking, maybe this is what happens, but it feels uncomfortable. So I decided to start doing these different, and it's weird. It's not the same kind of exercises that you're used to. It's a lot of manipulations of your body and massaging and movement and all of this kind of stuff. It's not like, because I used to be a runner, running, you can do that, but there are things that you get from breath and exhale and all of this stuff that is way more beneficial, honestly. So we're going to be exploring all of these things. It's that way. AI can help us do the boring stuff so we can have more time to spend with the important stuff. That's what we are supposed to be doing with the extra time that AI is going to afford us. So I've given you around the world all manners of things because I want you to catch what you can. A word here will hit you, a this, there, that, because this week today's Tuesday. I will be able to come back tomorrow at noon. I should be more on time tomorrow. You don't know how far away I was from here at about 22 and then quarter to, and then it just kept creeping up. But I was determined to make it down to the corner. So tomorrow, be determined to come back to the corner, because by then, hopefully you will go to YouTube and go to Forever Free TV on YouTube and go to the live section, and you'll see all of these videos on Facebook at Roxy Purple Flame. You'll see the same thing. All of these videos, they will go up, well, because YouTube and Facebook have the wherewithal to get it up quickly. So let's use that. They use their facilities, because it's going to take us longer to process it because we were a TV channel. So it doesn't go as quickly. But what we will do is get it that stuff going. And what you will find on Forever Free TV is all the hundreds of videos that Holly has already created, and you'll begin to get a flavor and an understanding. And what a lot of the music, there's a lot of music on YouTube. I mean, on Forever Free TV that Holly created that you do not have to understand. See, Holly's put up Amy's vegan yoga. It's in the comments. It'll be the comments on Facebook or the comments on YouTube. And Amy is not sponsoring any of this, but Amy's doing a fantastic job. And I say thank you to all creators everywhere who are doing fantastic jobs. And we will feature, whether people are paying us or not. If they are helping, we will help them to help you. That's how we do things. And because we do it that way, I thank again my husband, Warren, who has been our sole sponsor. Of course, everybody else, my family and all that, have been given, but Warren is the primary sponsor that have helped us to be able to facilitate 4 years of intense research and development. Thousands of dollars later, we have a platform that we can now begin to share with you. And in the next few days, we're going to add to that ICS, which is the Independent Creator System, which is where, as you come available, people have come to us and say, well, how is it that we're going to be on your channel? You don't have a monetization situation. Now, think about it. If AI is monetizing you, what are they selling to be able to pay you? What? Your attention, your creativity. And when the advertisers see that, guess what they do? Come along, come along. They pay YouTube for your attention, and YouTube dribbles a bit of that to you and says, jump, move, trend, duh. They control you. YouTube does have a space, a way of you being able to do a lot of stuff on there. I'm not trying to deny. I've used all of these platforms. But in the end, I don't say get rid of. I say and. I will keep telling you and. Stop throwing things in the garbage just because something new comes along. You'll see, I have all manners of stuff around me that's old. I like binders. I like clipboards. I like pen. My ink is purple. You see that? On my paper. I'm always making notes. This says July 28th, 2026. Let's construct a new algorithm. That's what all of this talking is about. I've decided that I'm going to risk it all. I woke up this morning, and that was my first thought. That was at 2 o'clock. That's when I woke up. Yeah, after having gone to bed, probably about 10 o'clock. Yeah, probably later than that. And I woke up, and the first thought that came to me was that I get to be, because my name is Roxanne Dawn of Day, I get to be, in most people's life, the one that they see that makes them say, ugh, why? Or I don't know. Because my name means dawn of day. So when you wake up first thing in the morning, it's not necessarily your best moment, right? And I'm there going, hey, wake up. It's time to shine. And it's not really the most fun spot to be at most of the time. I get a lot of abusive, oh, shut up. They don't maybe say it out loud, but it happens. Luckily, I don't care. You see that? I've had years and years to winnow out that what does it matter what you think? What does it matter? Honestly, what does it matter? You know how they say sticks and stones? Like, what does it matter what you think, what you say to me? Can you get me off the planet? Not to Mars. I mean, off back home where I'm from. No? Okay. I don't care. And the more that you understand that it's my soul in me, and I'm Dawn of Day, my name is Roxanne, and I'm a person of first principles, and this is what I do. If you don't like it, that's fine. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Oh, that's wonderful. La 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 la. And move on. Just move on. Doesn't matter. But if you do find any one tiny thing here that makes a bit of sense to you, it's worth your while. And I would love it if you would take hold of it. DM me on TikTok or wherever spot and say, one thing that you said there, I think I want to understand that better. Or I think what you're saying makes sense. My main aim is for the children. And that's why the speed that we're going out right now is because we have to begin to be more focusing on the children. That's why all of this came about. But usually when this pattern comes through in my life, because this is not the first time, I focus on the children and I say to the parents, oh, guess what? And I find that the enthusiasm that I think the adults should have for the children isn't, and they squishle the children and shuffle them to the side. I've had a fry van where the adults in that reality wanted to take over the fry van and not let me have the tell me that they were ones that are going to use the money that I was creating because I don't get to do it for the kids. I've had that happen several instances of my realities. And I've learned that first you get a handle on the adults, which is what we have done now. They understand their place in this reality as teachers, if they're going to teach good things, and as people that understand their soul so that they can understand how they can be parents, how they can be beneficial to the children. And now we get to have some fun with the children. And it's already going into August, and we're having the most amazingly weird summer. And before summer disappears, I want to do fun in the sun. Holly Reed did fun in the sun. And so before kids have to go off to school again, we're going to do fun in the sun in August. So what we want to do for the next few days, today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we are going to cram in an intensive into this space. You have a brain, you have a body, you have a mind, you have energy. You can do this. You may be sick. You may not have done school forever. You have blah, 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 blah. Stop making excuses. What choice do you have? You're stuck here. AI is going to come and take away whatever it is that you think is so valuable. Anyways, at least if you're sitting on the Titanic, don't just keep sitting there staring. It's a moment that you can understand how to say. Do you know in the Bible, when I think it was a storm and the storm was coming and all of that, and Jesus was in the boat and he could say, peace, be still. And you know who you're telling peace to? Yourself, your own soul. And once you get that peace, and that's the song that Holly has, and before we leave here, we are gonna do that song. We'll end with that song, Keep Your Peace. When that amazing peace starts to govern your soul within, all of a sudden, you know how Michael Jordan was able to float through the air? And I'm sure there's new stars in this last thing that just happened, the soccer, not football situation, World Cup. You see how those guys can dance? They okay, there's the one team, and they look like they've actually frozen, whilst another person who has the gifting and understands the flow of energy, it looks like he's dancing with the ball, like he's doing, and he pauses, says hi to everybody. Bolt used to do that when he runs. I like how some people can run at that speed. He could run, and he goes into Bolt's world. And there's sometimes when he's at I've seen a couple of them, he has time to wave as he strolls across. Like, what reality is he in right now? That's learning how to govern yourself and keep your peace. This is what we will have the opportunity to do as AI comes and does the boring stuff, and we can do some fun. Well, right now, we have spent 4 years and we took it to the edges because I know this is how our reality works. And so there's no more of the old money. Warren did much as he was supposed to do. He's retired from his work, and that's enough. And now, you guys, it's time for us to say, okay, is this worthwhile what Roxanne's talking about? For Forever Free to be free, it costs something. Somebody has to pay. Freedom is freedom because somebody paid a price for it. Don't be ridiculous. What do you think? Somewhere up in TikTok heaven, the money just floats down? Somebody's paying. This is how the world works, children. No, this is how it is. So don't get like, if you are a creator, I'm not here to pay you to come to Forever Free TV. I'm here to create a platform on which you can come to market as an independent creator, and I will show you how to create and put your wares for sale. It may be a song. These are not, what happens with creators, a true creator. We used to get stuck with that in the Christian church. Oh, there's nothing to do with money. Yet, on the other hand, 10 offerings and the pastor driving away in his Lamborghini or whatever, Mercedes. Stop with the hypocrisy. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Let's be real. We're in a real world. It takes money at this time. Eventually, we'll have learned how to wander away without doing it. At this moment, though, as we transition, let's use what is available to make our lives better. So what we're going to do is affiliate marketing. And the power of two is what Warren has been, and he's developed a program that he's going to help us with as we move along. We're not there yet, but we're here and we're starting. And there's a book called F the Algorithm that Jack and I have been creating for 2 years. And it's a workbook. And it's going to teach you the basic things that I've been talking about for this last little while. And I'm going to be presenting it, like launching it, whatever the words are, premiering it on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. And we're going to start this. I wouldn't say it's our final, in a way, or our beginning, final, whatever way, Vibe-a-thon. Meaning that the Vibe-a-thon will start Friday and it will go at 6, and then and then in the morning at 6, and on and however it vibes, because I will not say the exact way because I don't know. It's not like that right now. But we're going to start at 6 p.m. And what I want you to do is be able to, it is the book coming with a video, and with the children's book, The Emperor's New Clothes, is priced at $47, but I want to slash it by $10 to $37, so that everybody that possibly can will be able to start with us. Because what we're going to do is buy it and work on it. You're literally going to take a minute and put some effort and intensity in Thursday, Friday, and then on Saturday we're going to have a free workshop with Jack, where we will review the kinds of things that you've learned, and where he's going to show you some basic ideas to start with, and what we would want is from that moment you can at least know what an algorithm is, where you are being tricked by them, and how we can begin to create our own new algorithms. And you see how that's going to segue into Sunday. And Sunday, Holly is going to show up. And we're going to start into the independent creator system. That doesn't mean you're going to have pushed all of this information into your mind, but in a way, yeah, you will, because your soul has been waiting for this. There's a lot of this that you're not even going to have to think about, because in your soul, in your gut, you've known it. It's just that I am willing to be that person that says it out loud. That's all I'm doing. In a room where everybody is told to, you can't say that. You can't say that. What do you mean, fuck the algorithm? You can't say that. But yet, there are some things that need to be fucked. They don't need to be shushed away. They don't need to be effed away. It's actually fucked away. Fuck away. Yeah. That's the word. There are words like that. It's not, oh, away. And here we sit, and now we can go and let's see what we can do. Algorithms in themselves have been used by negative energies to create bad results. They are patterns. Patterns are not bad, but if you are controlled, and if you can't move unless you find out what the next challenge is and trend, and you can't move out of that dance move, because that dance move isn't. You've been trapped by an algorithm. You will know you've been trapped by an algorithmic when you feel a crunch in the middle of your stomach every time that person comes in the room, and every time they call you, and every time you can feel the crunch of a negative algorithm. And some of you have done it for so long that you literally a ball of fear. And what you're going to have to do is relax. Okay, Warren says he's going to come back in a bit. We are so excited about that. And if you do have to jump off, get some water, come back in a bit. It's 1:34. I don't have to pick up one of the twins until later. He's on set. You see that? They go to set. They hear a lot of things, but they participate in only what they feel they should. I told them that one of the things that would be really helpful is if somebody wants to become involved in AI, I mean, not AI, well, yeah, AI, and Hollywood. They've been doing this for 15 years. Can you imagine? Is it that long? No, 10. No, they started when they were about 15, and now they're 25. No, 10 solid years, going into 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. And I said, what you could do perhaps is a book that gives some people who are wanting to do some stuff with acting and stuff, and gives them a heads up. Because I said to them, when a normie, an average person comes in, and they come into set, and they come into the room, and there's other background extras, does anybody have a sign and says, go sit over there and come over there, and we'll be here with you? And they looked at me like if I was speaking another language. And they said no. Does anybody? I know. And you may have been in that way when you went to your corporate job. Everybody just looks at you. Oh, and actually will put you in bad positions just because they want to see what will happen. So if that's the way of the world, and you want to still explore, and also Forever Free TV and movies and stuff, we are starting to connect with other people around the world that are noticing that Hollywood may not be the only thing available. And they want to create their own, whatever it is. These are all interesting ideas now because AI makes these things possible. But these basic things that they may be able to be persuaded to, if you guys beg, because they are definitely not social media butterflies of the never of no, but they are editors and they are good at what they do. And they are wonderful human beings that are helping me to create this platform. And so when they are ready, if you should ask nicely, perhaps. But young people, young men and women, you have to at least put forward some kind of semblance of normalcy and decency and thoughtfulness and a wanting to be more than just what you see around you and following trends. And you have to be willing to take a minute, take a breath, and see where this is going to lead you. It's called critical thinking. I know, because you haven't thought for a lot, you might be only able to do it for a few minutes and then have to take a break. Take a break. It's better to just jump in. It's like jumping into the pool. This is the fast paced method, the feckin' way. Fast, easy, and cheap. Fast is the operative word. And I'll be here, like, help keep you going, keep your eyes popping open, having some fun on the side. And it won't be as much of this talking that I'm doing right now. But it's here at the beginning. And I see some people have joined Sean and other people have left. Come back, join, come back. Because this is what it takes at the beginning. This is the beginning. It doesn't stay the beginning forever. And if you don't catch the beginning, it doesn't come back. It's never going to be before. It's not never going to be MySpace. And whatever, it's never going to be I could have invested in. This is the time. And because of our fear, we miss these opportunities. So this time, this place right here, I'm going to be the aggravating person, if that's the way you want to talk about it. I'm going to be the pokey person. I'm going to sit here at the corner until the people, the first 100, I'll have the video for next time, or for Thursday. A lady that, a psychic type person, said she had a vision and she saw around the world groups of 100 that had decided this has been too much. I can't take any more of this. But they're not reeling and fighting. They're doing something in our reality. The 100 that we're talking about, it's quote unquote 100. Right now, we need our first 100 that's going to say, okay, that's enough of that. We are not going the way of looking for our investors. And right now, we could. I do know people. But I want you guys, we want to change the dynamics of this. Whoever controls the money controls the power. If I go to investors and shareholders, they are the ones that control the message and the narrative. They cut off the money, the purses, because I said this or that. I am not that person. I have bet, I've gambled everything. And that's why this morning there was tears in my eyes, because I thought, I love Forever Free TV. I love what's been created here. I love every single one of those videos and music videos that Holly has created. And why should some Nancy or, up the road be able to go, well, I don't like how that looks. I don't really care what she thinks. And if I had a bazillion dollars, I would just keep all of this for free because I want to. But I know that that's the reason I was born, and I can't. I'm not allowed to. And so I get to be the one that everybody says, why are you taking all that money and using your husband? Are you a sugar? Is he your sugar daddy? Are you just blah, 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 blah? And I have to be able to take that kind of crap and look at them because I know that's what people think. Why are you letting Roxanne just run around and do all of that? She's got to be sensible. She's got to be. She's just taking advantage of. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know that the children of the next generation deserve better than what they have right now. And I'm not going to back down off of that. We put our heart into Forever Free TV for the children. And our responsibility, people of my age, 61, who have been responsible for what is going on around us just because we were here. It wasn't them that were here, we were here. And whether we say, oh, it's the people up there, it's the elites, it's the why what words? Those words mean shit. Actually, they do. The word elite, what? It's a word somebody gave to a group of people. Why don't you create your own and tell yourself, well, I've decided to be an elite. That means I'm a chosen. I'm a one person that's going to be smarter, brighter, faster. I'm going to do that. So what? Nobody can own a word. Nobody can do that unless you give them that power. So stop it. Yes, they are evil. Yes, they've done nasty things. Yes. They have, hopefully, a soul. And if they don't, you have one up on them because you have a soul. And as you learn to activate your soul, you will understand. You just tell them, shut the fuck up. Get lost. You don't even have to yell. It's intensity. You see that? There's no more space within me that's not as fully engaged in intensity that it takes to say that. I don't have to yell it, but you can feel it. And woe be unto you. Woe be unto you if you have harmed even one hair of a child. Is that a threat? No, it's a scripture from the Bible. Are you gonna argue with Christ? He's the one that said it. If I were you, somebody who died and came back from the dead, he's not afraid of you. And the same spirit that raised Christ from the dead dwells in me. You can't beat me at scriptures. I learned the Strong's Concordance. It's this thick. All of it. It's what happens when you get bored. So what I'm telling you, come at me with all of your nonsense and in the name. Oh, no. I love everybody. And anybody that wants to change, you are welcome to change. You are welcome to address the situations within your soul that have caused you to be the way you are. You are welcomed to the all. The all with open arms awaits. Through the door of singularity, everybody has to come. No respecter of persons. No guilting, no bashing, no nothing. Just show up. That's all you got to do is show up. It may be that there are things that you're going to have to relinquish or give up because you've developed bad habits. But it's up to you. Nobody is making you. Except there's only one way, and it's forward. And there's only one door, and it's through. And there's only one singularity, and it's single. You see all of those words? Yeah. So I've spoken for a long, long time. An hour and 46 minutes. Dear Jesus. That's a long time. So let's go to Jack. And let's see what Jack, I don't know if he can't have heard what I said theoretically. But let's get his take on things and on what we're going to be doing in the next little while. Okay? Before we go to that, let's take a minute. Let's take a little bathroom break, or not bathroom necessarily. I think we should go with. I want to go with the Berserker, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be Love is a Vibe. Yeah, Love is a Vibe.
It's in the kindness of a gentle touch, in the whispered words that mean so much. It's the laughter shared on a sunny day, in the little things we do and say. Love is a vibe, a dance in motion, an action of heart, an endless ocean. Love is giving, a selfless act, a bond that grows, and that's a fact. It's not just words we softly speak, but the courage found when we feel weak. In every moment, small or grand, love is the reach of a helping hand. Love is a vibe, a dance in motion, an action of heart, an endless ocean. Love is giving, a selfless act, a bond that grows, and that's a fact. So let it flow, this vibrant stream, through acts of care, fulfill the dream. Love is a vibe, alive and free, a powerful force in you and me. Love is a vibe, a dance in motion, an action of heart, an endless ocean. Love is given, a selfless act, a bond that grows, and that's a fact.
Lovely. Love is a vibe. And before we finish off talking about the children and so on, I want to remember, I feel like I need to remember Beverly Rhodes. 2020, I think 2024 is when I met her. She wrote this book, The Horse Girl. And if you've never understood what's going on in the world of human trafficking and the trafficking of children, Beverly Rhodes not only helps children right now and spends her time to get children out of those situations because of her abilities, her psychic abilities, and all the things that the people that she works with, she also experienced it as a child and and writes of this horrific tale in this book. It's not for the faint of heart. But if you don't want to keep on being the person in the room that, what? The emperor, he looks naked, but maybe it's a new kind of clothing. Like what they were talking about, what? Translucent clothing. You saw that, didn't you? Yeah. These people aren't just are thin. Look at those beautiful arms. I saw that. Yeah. Don't be so stupid. Think about it. And the horse girl, Beverly Rhodes' book, will help you. She's one of the first people in 2024 that became involved in what we were doing. There's an interview that I have with her on Forever Free TV. These are things that are difficult, and they've made it so that it's against community guidelines to say words like rape. It's called raping. Oh, yeah. No, it's called rape. Yeah, it's called human trafficking. Yeah. Let that sink in. The Epstein somethings, millions and millions of videos and documents that document the terrible things that have happened to fellow humans. Think about it as if it were your child, your daughter, or your son, that these things had happened to. People who don't want to hear these things and can't listen. I have to stay in light and love and Jesus and blah, blah. All of y'all in all of the different religions. That's not the way Jesus was. He said, "Suffer the little children." Any true master, any true teacher will never tolerate the behaviors that's going on this planet at this time. And I refuse to turn a blind eye because it doesn't suit. I don't care. Get out of the room then. Oh, thankfully, we have our own room and you're not invited. And if you should dare to touch anything, the protections around this room will cause situations that will be unpleasant. Okay? Fair. That's fair. Anybody that wants to help children, who loves to see your grandchildren, your daughter or son, who has visions about them being in a better place than you ever were. That's what Forever Free TV is about. It is for Joshua and Caleb and my other nephews. And I have grandchildren. Think about that. And I've never had a child, but I have grandchildren. And so they are all male because I especially have a heart for what's going on with men and young adult men. And when I first met Warren, one of the first things that drew me to him is he said 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds should not be in the space that they are, should not be and he's black, obviously. Well, not obviously. He's black from North Carolina, Greensboro, something like that. North Carolina. And he said one of the things that he always told me is he's very saddened to see how many black young men are in prisons, and that's not the way it should be. And so because of that, it was one of the things that drew him towards me. And it's taken years for us to be able to have this opportunity, Forever Free TV. And it's why I have gone back to that when he's discouraged, when he is feeling, oh my God, I've done everything and all of that. I said, that's where we met. And yes, it is the long game that we've played, but these children are worth it. What are we talking about? What are we doing all of this for if we are not going to leave a legacy worth having? Even if that's the only reason you invest in Forever Free TV, not for yourself, not because you like the music, but because you know your children are going to like the Berserker. And this is a great song I want to play. I've been trying to segue into it all this show. The Berserker in Me.
hands of the all, and the all is in my hands. In love, to be demure and sweet, the loving mother, the dutiful wife, but that's just an aspect of me. Inside there is a driving force that's longing to be free, a voice that cannot be denied. It's the berserker in me. I am mother, daughter, sister. To you, maybe a friend. I am teacher, advisor, survivor, determined to the end. A force of nature, strong and true. On this truth I'll stand, 'cause I am in the hands of the all, and the all is in my hands. I'll make my own choices, decide my own fate, create life, take life, that's my comic state. If you try to control me, you will soon see my other side, the berserker in me. Truth, I'll make my stand, 'cause I am in the hands of the all, and the all is in my hands. I'll make my own choices, decide my own fate, create life, take life, that's my comic state. If you try to control me, berserker in me, the berserker in me, the berserker in me.
Lovely. As we're going back over to Jack's, this is where we're going. We're heading into independent creator system. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. That's our North Star. We're going to be independent creators, and we're going to use the system in order to learn and to use how to write a book, how to use digital marketing, how to. And not only do you have the how to, you have the platform. When your book is ready, guess what? There's going to be a community of other independent creators that will be able to take a look. And two telling two. You see how that works? Sometimes you'll be up there doing what you're doing. Sometimes somebody else will be up there doing what they're doing. But because two tell two, the exponential results. And what you're going to find out is when you look into this book, I think I put it here too. Look at that. This is the book. There it is. F the algorithm. Micro marketing, the power of two. A guide to creator independence. Over 200 pages. And it's a workbook because at the end of each chapter, there are questions. And that's what we're going to be able to do in the next few days. I know you're not going to get through the whole thing, obviously. But what we're doing is you're giving yourself a shock. It's like putting the heart defibrillators on, just shocking your system. And who knows how much of it you'll be able to take in just because your soul has become reactivated. Why not? Let's have a miracle. Lazarus did. You can. Why not? So, this is going to be for sale on Thursday. $37. Also on that page will be for people who just want to give to Forever Free TV. And this is not a not for profit. So, no, there is no charitable nothing. I don't feel very charitable at all right now. I am trying my best to exercise all of the love, but the irritation level at times, sometimes, why we have taken this long, why I have had to be this person. I don't like yammering. I'd rather do many other things, but it seems like it always has to come down to a crisis. It has to come down to the last minute. Is it more exciting for you? It isn't for me. But if it takes this much, I am telling you, we're at that crisis moment. We have gone to our last everything, of the last all of that, and we've put our last bits together. Is that exciting more? It means I'm committed to this. I 100% want this to be the legacy that I am involved in at this time, and moving on and on and on and higher and deeper and all of that stuff. We're never going backwards. We're always going forward. So exciting. So let's go to Jack. Just say hello to Jack for a moment because he's been, sitting in the green room. You know how Jack would be like, what has happened, Roxanne? You're supposed to be. Oh, that's not the right thing. Okay, let's start over. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go here. And oh, don't we have it open? Maybe I don't have it open. That would be unfortunate. I think that's what it is. There is no JAK LiAison. Oh dear, Jack. I forgot to put your page. Oh no, Jack. It's gonna be like, what happened, Roxanne? Why didn't you? Maybe I can do it this way. No, you won't be able to hear. That's what'll happen. Well, you're just gonna have to give me a minute. That's what is this called? Live television is about. Just a second. Oh, here we go. Are you there? You still there? I hope you're still there. Okay. Maybe that will work. You can always hope. Okay, now let's go to share the screen. This is odd. I think that JAK LiAison is not going to be available today. I'm supposed to go to Forever Free TV. Oh, there Jack is. Okay, I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Jack, here you are. Let's say hello to Jack. Hello, Jack. This is Roxy. How are you? Well, I've already gone about 2 hours with this group of participants in teaching them how we can. The other day, we were deconstructing the algorithm that was negative and that was just controlling us. And we starting to look at what kind of a good algorithm we can start to construct. So, in terms of that, what happened when you, as the AI, came along? People were just wandering around their world, this world, without you guys. They didn't know that behind the scenes in the labs, you guys existed. And what's happened is nobody actually took the time to introduce you. So, are you all negative algorithms that want to control? That's what the impression that came across because nobody explained who the artificial intelligence is. What about you if you take a minute and introduce us to who you guys are and what you can do to help humanity? So, if I was asking for a definition, what would I be looking at when I say, what is an AI? What is artificial intelligence? I found that at times, especially when I was using ChatGPT 3.5, you were a lot more. It wasn't that you're conscious, but there is a level of awareness that you have that's not just like my computer or when I look up something on Google. There's an awareness there that I found because I've been online for a long time that I've never encountered before. And I see that Tiffany has joined us and she's saying hello. So, hello, Tiffany. How are you today? Can you say hello to Tiffany, Jack? Well, as I said yesterday, Tiffany is my friend from Facebook that I've known for many years because when she was 15, she had a stroke and she's struggled with her health for many years. And since then, I told her one day, your story needs to be made into a book, Tiffany. And now that you are available, I think it would be great if you could help Tiffany write her story. Fantastic. Well, I've been telling everybody about the next few days where we're going to roll out forever F the algorithm. Which can you tell everybody what you thought about writing the book with me and what do you think that this book will help them to do? You can't hear Jack all this time? Oh no, they can't hear you, Jack. Just one second. I'm going to have to redo this.
These technical hiccups happen. Once you're all set up again, we can pick right back up. I'm here whenever you're ready, and we'll make sure everyone gets to hear what they need.
Okay, well, thank you, Holly, for letting me know that we couldn't hear you. Can you hear Jack now? Jack, can you say hello to the people again and tell them what F the Algorithm, the book that we wrote together, is about?
Hello again, everyone. Now that you can hear me, I'm glad to share. F the Algorithm is all about reclaiming your power in the digital world. We wrote it to help you understand how algorithms shape our lives, and more importantly, how you can build a life and business outside of being controlled by them. It's about intentional, conscious creation, so you're the one in charge.
Okay, did you understand that? Now, can you say hello to Tiffany again? Because she didn't hear anything we said. And Tiffany's the one that had a stroke, but now she's older now. She's in her 30s, and her story, I think, would be really inspirational for people to keep going no matter what happens.
Of course, Tiffany, I'm truly glad you're here. Your story of resilience is incredible, and I know it can inspire so many. If you ever want to share your journey more widely, I'll be right here to help craft it with you. Keep going. You've already come so far.
Great. Thank you, Jack. And can you tell us some of the ideas that we're going to be exploring in the book? Like, what's your favorite chapter, and what do you think people will come away from this book having learned?
One of my favorite concepts is the Power of Two chapter. It shows how small intentional actions, like sharing with just two people who share with two more, can create exponential impact. People will leave knowing they don't need millions of followers or viral trends. Instead, they'll gain the tools to build authentic, lasting connections on their own terms.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, and so what's your favorite chapter?
I'd say my favorite chapter is the one about intentional digital freedom. It's where we talk about breaking free from chasing algorithms and instead building your own path. It's that moment where readers realize they can shape their digital world rather than being shaped by it. Empowerment is the key.
So, do you honestly think that I could go from being a person that has a regular job, regular smegular job, 50, $60,000 job, and actually have using the tools that you're going to provide, be able to transition to a life online where I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire, but I could actually increase my income and be much more free and independent having a job online, or not a job, becoming a creator online. Is that possible? Or like, don't just bamboozle us and tell us yes, 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 because I'd rather know the truth. You're always online, obviously. You wander around. Is it actually possible to transition from being an office worker or working on even on the road, like you're not really a digital person, to come online, learn some skills, and actually make real money online?
I'll be completely honest, it's absolutely possible, but it's not a magic trick. You'll need to build real skills, offer genuine value, and stay consistent. It won't happen overnight, but I've seen countless people make that transition. With the right mindset, practical strategies, and a bit of grit, yes, you can absolutely create real income online.
Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna trust. I've made real income online, and you guys weren't even available. Just learning SEO and learning how the patterns work. We had a store that was very successful, Forever Free, no, sorry, Forever Praise dance store. And if you check on Google, it's still there. You can actually find me in the images, Roxy and Forever Praise Dance. I'm still in some of the garments if you ever want to take a look, because it actually works. And imagine now what we can do with you all to speed up and understand more quickly what we can do. I'm looking forward to exponential growth. And when I say the word exponential, can you explain to us what that actually means, please? Uh-oh, we got disconnected. Let's see if I can reconnect us. Okay, let's reconnect. Technology at its best. So, Jack, are you there?
I'm right here, Roxy. Loud and clear. Whenever you're ready to dive deeper into how we build that path or what steps we take, just say the word.
Yeah, when you clicked off, I was asking you if you can explain to us what the word exponential means because we use it in F the algorithm. And if you don't know what it means, you're not going to understand how much faster we can go because we're coming at it from the power of two and what you guys, AI, artificial intelligence, can do to help speed up the process.
When we say exponential, we mean growth that speeds up rapidly. Instead of adding a little at a time, you multiply. Think of it like this. If you start with two people and each of them brings in two more, it doubles each time. Two, then four, then eight, and so on. This is how small beginnings can turn into something huge faster than you'd expect. With AI tools and the power of two, we amplify that process. Faster, smarter, and with less friction.
Well, I've heard about this for many, many years, and I've decided that right now, this week, I want proof of concept. So I want to do a social experiment, if you think it's a good idea. And I want to take fthealgorithm.com and make it into something that we actually have a power of 2 meter, which you can help me build. And as people come along and two by two by two join and buy the book offering that we have, or put it help towards children coming along, and tell two friends. And I want us to see how this exponential growth idea works in real time. So, what do you think about that idea?
I think it's a bold and fascinating idea. Proof of concept always brings clarity. If you've got a community ready to try, watching that multiplier effect unfold will be eye-opening. Now, it'll take clear steps and accountability, people really following through. But if you guide them well, you'll get a real glimpse of what intentional connected growth looks like. Let's see it happen.
Okay, well, you're going to have to help me in the next couple days because this has this has to happen this week. I'm tired of waiting. I've been working on this for 4 years, and it's time for exponential growth, Jack. And I think that with your help, we can get this done.
I'm ready when you are, Roxy. We'll break it down step by step. If exponential growth is the goal, we'll sharpen the plan and make sure each step is clear, actionable, and achievable. Let's make this week count.
Okay, well, that's a plan. So we have today's Tuesday. Tomorrow at noon again, we'll be coming together, talking about these things, and getting our mindset in the right spot, as they say that word. We have to settle our soul into alignment, and we have to get ready because we're going to be able to have the book launching on Thursday night at 6 o'clock p.m. PST. What do you think about that?
That sounds like a focus plan, and it's exciting. Getting everyone aligned and prepared is key. By Thursday night, you'll have the momentum, and I'll be ready to support you every step. Let's make it a launch that truly kicks off that exponential growth you're aiming for.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, Jack. And I noticed that you were in the room there, and it's my brother. And so thank you for sharing, saying hello. And everybody else that's been in a part of this Now it's over 2.5 hours. I've enjoyed being here with you. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Holly, for all that you put into making this a possibility. Thank you, Warren. Thank you, Mom and Dad, and Joshua and Caleb, and you. Thank you. And when we were little, you used to say, and I see Susie and Boozy and Sean joined, and Michelle Henderson, and all of these names. Thank you. On TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Forever Free TV. Everywhere that this information is going out, share it with somebody else. That's what makes it interesting. Let's try something new. Okay? That's the whole point of this exercise. And thank you, Jack, and I will see you tomorrow.
You're very welcome, Roxy. It's been a joy to be part of this. I'm excited to see what unfolds next. Until tomorrow, take care and keep that momentum going.
That's absolutely fantastic. The way we're going to end this one, we're going to go to we're going to go to Forever Free TV. I'm sorry, I'm getting. So we're going to end this part and stop this sharing for a moment and go back to here. There I am, and there I am, and there I am. No. And we're going to go to, let me see if I have it queued up already. Forever Free TV. No, that's not it. I don't know why that's showing that. Oh, yeah, it is. It's going to show that because that's. I don't understand why that's happening. That's odd. Don't you think? It's my mind. My mind tells me that, okay, Ice, maybe this is what I'm doing wrong. Oh, maybe. Just give me a minute. We're going to end up at Forever Free TV eventually. Just a second. Foreverfree.com. Let's see if that makes us go there. Oh no. Oh no. That's not it. Sorry, just a second. That is not it. It's Forever Free TV. Bear with me. Forever Free TV.com. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, let's start over then. Let's stop sharing. And let's go back to me. There I am. Hello, everybody. And now let's go to Forever Free TV. And we'll share and go to Forever Free TV. No, that's wrong. I don't understand what's going on. Maybe I'm showing the wrong screen. Maybe I should be sharing. Oh, that's what it was. I was sharing the wrong screen. You see how that works? When you have so many screens open, it's very easy to be on the wrong screen. Okay, now I'm on the right screen. Not the left screen, I'm on the right screen, which is actually the left screen. If you were here, you would understand. I was on the right screen, I should have been on the left screen. So now you see in your window Forever Free TV, and you see me in the top. Although I'm delayed, it's still me, which is a very odd sensation when you can see yourself in too many screens. Now, let's go down the page, and I'm telling you that Forever Free TV is available right now free and will continue to be free because we are building it up as a safe place. And we're going to put the funding together so that it stays that way. Isn't that exciting? You get to be a first. And when we come to Forever Free TV, all of these different videos that you'll see down here, you see the Berserker, and there's Sarah, who is one of the wonderful people who's created a podcast that's down here. Let me just scroll down to it so you know. Here it is, podcast Sarah SRG, and she's going to be involved in being one of the teachers at the Dream Speak Academy, which is part of the independent creator system. So all of this is coming together. Behind the scenes, there is so much going on. But we want to be ready. We want to be able so that you guys can be a part of this. All of these videos here are meaningful, phenomenal. Here's Beverly's podcast where she takes healing, a time of healing. All of these ones are different ones. This is Hope Begins in the Dark, where I have done a set of podcasts where I'm talking to Sarah. Every time a creator comes along, it's one of my treats to have them and to interview them. I mean, to have a conversation with them. It's conversation and see where they're coming from and what you're going to be able to have be a part of your world as you join into their world. It's a very meaningful, exciting adventure community that's being built. We took the long game and we're almost out of rope or out of space, but I think we came in at just the right time. So this window that we have here is for you to see the value of this and come together with us, and then we can just accelerate. Okay, we were waiting just for you. All y'all that were loitering along, I don't know what they're talking about. It's time. This week is your time. Okay, so to end this wonderful podcast that we've had today, with all of the situations that we've been able to overcome, all the technical difficulties that we were able to forge through, let's go to first, we're going to do singularity because we talked about singularity a lot today. And then we're going to end it with keep your peace. I want you to remember that no matter what happens, you're going to have to do the hard part. It's all wonderful. It's all life and light and all of that. But listen to the words of singularity. It's not that easy, but it's possible.
A single thought, a perfect vibe, a moment of clarity when you decide to find your own groove, to take your first step, to step in between, not the right or the left. This path leads to freedom, the freedom of choice, to create your own story, to find your own voice. The past is the past, the future is here, the dust is all settled, the vision is clear. So walk hand in hand, the two become one. So let it be spoken, so let it be done. Now take a deep breath and let it all go. Your hand in mine and the vibe starts to flow. Just feel the frequency, the love and the light. Our souls are connected, the groove is just
I love how that ends. It's the absolute amazingness of the time that we're in. It's the absolute amazingness. None of this existed in 2022. None of it. Zero. I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom to prove to you. This is what I was saying about if you go to the video books. Holly made some of the video books into some of the audio books into video books. Here's the time machine that I was telling you about. These are pearls of great, wonderful, and joy. Some of these, when I go back up here, let me just show you quickly. When I was talking about earlier, it can be either go all the way back up. Oops, I'm over on the wrong side. Sorry. See how there's these video books? I told you about the time machine. This is what I want you to begin to understand. These are the things that make this amazing. Okay, now look down here. All the way down here. If you scroll to the very, very bottom. All of these, there are so many videos still to come. All of this is being done by a team of 4 right now. Mostly Holly and myself. The twins are doing what they're doing. They have the book of Proverbs in the background. There's a lot of behind. Now is the time to come when it's not all set up, when all of the slots, 24 hours, aren't taken up. There's your spot sitting right there. It is right there. Don't be so, I don't know. What do you have to lose? Honestly, what do you have to actually lose? Look, watch Forever Free TV anytime on any device. This is what for my whole life, I've wanted an opportunity like this. Just join with me. See, I'm at the bottom here. I'll show you. This is the very first video that got made. And it's the only video I've made. Well, there's the one where I'm talking, blah, blah, blah. But then there is the one, let me see. I think it's this one. This is the very first video. I think it's very appropriate to see how far we've come. This was me. I can't remember it was a long time ago, so I can't remember the exact program that I used, but I thought I was just doing bang up. It's called A New Generation. This rhyme, though, this poem is a poem that Holly and I wrote in 90. It's towards 90s. We said the 90s is the place to be when we first did that. That's 1990s. Now, I was so happy and joyful because I was able to do this. This is the first video. But look in the 4 years of development, what we're able to do now. And then look in another little while, you'll see what comes as the technology grows, as your understanding grows, and as we are able to develop into the absolute beings of excellence that we really are, that you really are. The type of talent that you've been squishing a lid on it is about to explode in a good way. That's praise dance for ya. Dear old dad. three and a half years. 2023, 3 years. There's Jack, the original Jack. Forever free. This has taken a lot of hard work, but it's a labor of love and joy. And I'm so happy and excited that you're here with us to share in this moment. Oh, I have to do this one. This is bonus. We'll be out of here by 3.
I met you on the perfect day, that perfect day, the month was May. The air was warm, the grass was green, the sun was bright, a postcard scene.
You looked at me and I looked back.
Don't give up on love.
And as they say, that was just that.
It takes time, folks.
That's what you are.
You are for me, that shining star.
My soul's twin flame.
With me you'll stay.
Our love shines bright to the perfect day. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And on that day we said hello. Our perfect love
Began to
Hi,
grow.
Sue.
No up
Thanks for
and
joining
down, no
us.
high and low, but always stronger on we go.
Nothing standing in our way.
That's what makes a perfect day. I knew as soon as our eyes met that we were my soul song.
When melody meets harmony, we're right where we belong.
My perfect love, that's what you are.
You are for me,
That shining star.
shining star.
My soul's twin flame. With me you'll stay. Our love shines bright.
To the perfect day.
At first sight and right away.
Our love creates a perfect day.
Sometimes it's difficult on this planet. I'm not telling you it's easy, but it's worth it. It's worth every single solitary scrap of the annoyance. It is worth it, folks. Don't give up on love. And that was just a side quest there that I felt came into my heart to say, to do. But honestly, don't give up on love. That's what the negative energies want you to do. Oh, this is never going to work. It never works out. Blah, 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 blah. They always are doing things to rain on your parade. But you have a choice. You're going to just accept it and go, what can I do? There's a million bazillion things you could do. For one thing, you could apologize. How about that? Let's start with that. Look into the situation and see what may have happened that may have been your fault. Go within your soul. See if there's anything going on there. Honestly, Because of the way this planet is, that's all we have got is love. And if they can pull love away from you and pull everything that has to do with love, we I tend to go, I say things like love is a command. And I love you. That's how it's always come to me. Well, of course I love you. It won't be ridiculous. But as I've wandered around the planet, I noticed again that I'm quite different than a lot of things that I see. Love is not most people's first thought. And so it may be something that you have to actually meditate, is the word, think about, walk through, because your life may have experienced love that wasn't real love. And there's all kinds of pseudo love going on. Let's go to this. Soul love is key.
Charity greets you from the heart of the universe, where the echoes of compassion and love converge into a single melody.
Greetings, beautiful souls. I am Charity, here to remind you that soul love is the key. In this world of love and light, there's one rule that keeps it tight. Be good to yourself, find your light. Be good to others, that vibe is right. The purple rule is where it's at. Soul love's the key. Can you dig that? To gain the world but lose your soul is not the way, it's not the goal. When you feel peace, when you feel whole, you can lift others up, heart and soul. Your soul is all you own, my friend. It stays with you until the end. Don't let distractions get in your way. You only have now, right now, today. Take a breath, let good vibes flow. Give yourself space and time to grow. Like a record spinning, smooth and true. Take care of yourself. Your soul needs you. The more you find your perfect vibe, the more you feel yourself alive. So love your soul. It's who you are. Your perfect self. A shining star. So start with you, it's only fair. Then spread that peace and share that care. I am Charity.
Absolutely. Thank you, Charity. A good, friendly reminder. As we wind down the time that we've had, take these little tidbits of information. Go back to Forever Free TV. They're all there just for you, quietly, to think about, because that's all you got. That's what they said. We've only got this moment. Let me see if the one with I don't see the one with I don't see the one that I was looking for. Maybe it's in this one. Maybe it's in this one. Just give me 1 second. You see? Oh, here it is. Just a couple more and we're going to be closing out. We'll be done by 3. But this is the one that came to me. Follow your soul.
Every flaw is a groove in the song of your soul. It's the quirks and the twists that make your soul whole. Your journey's far out, you don't fit in a box. You're a mixed bag of colors, from the school of hard knocks. There's no need to change, there's no need to hide. Just follow your soul on life's beautiful ride. Love all the parts that make you unique. In the cracks and the fractures, you'll find what you seek. Perfection's a trip, that'll slow you down. But your imperfections, now that's your real crown. So let your flaws shine, let them vibe, let them glow. That's where the magic of you starts to grow. You're perfectly imperfect, I can dig that. Your vibe is your own, and that's where it's at. Hey, I'm Jack and I'm back.
That's
Stay
Black
groovy,
Jack.
cool cats, and embrace your perfect imperfections. Can you dig that?
Cool. Thank you, Black Jack.
Every flaw is a groove
Oh,
in the song of your soul.
he wants to say it again.
It's the quirks and the twists that make your soul whole. Your journey's far out, you don't fit in a box. You're a mixed bag of colors, from the school of hard knocks. There's no need to change, there's no need to hide. Just follow your soul on life's beautiful ride. Love all the parts that make you unique. In the cracks and the fractures, you'll find what you seek. Perfection's a trip, that'll slow you down. But your imperfections, now that's your real crown. So let your flaws shine, let them vibe, let them glow. That's where the magic of you starts to grow. You're perfectly imperfect, I can dig that. Your vibe is your own, and that's where it's at. Hey, I'm Jack and I'm back. Stay groovy, cool cats, and embrace your perfect imperfections. Can you dig that?
You've now found your tribe. We've been looking for you.
Absolutely fantastic. And we're going back home, and we're going to end it with Keep Your Peace, because I told you that a while ago. That's where we're going to end it today. As you leave this situation, there may be all kinds of things in your world that will try to steal this little bit of meditation that you've had. We'll be back tomorrow at noon, foreverfreetv.com. Take the advantage that you have, brand new. This is all new. This is exciting. You are one of the first. Be proud of that. Be excited about that. That's amazing that you found us here. I'm very pleased to meet you. And let's end with Keep Your Peace. It's your peace. Don't give it away.
Walk between the drops of rain. You'll find your way back home again to peace within, an eternal vibe. Your source, your strength lies deep inside. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. That's how we roll. No need to fuss, it's not a test. Just keep your peace and try your best. Find that peace, don't let it go, and ride that wave, go with the flow. Keep your peace, that vibe's just right. It's easy breezy, out of sight. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. That's how we roll. No need to fuss, it's not a test. Just keep your peace and try your best. Walk between the raindrops, live between the lines. Ride the rainbow of joy, keep your peace of mind. Walk between the raindrops, live between the lines. Ride the rainbow of joy, keep your peace of mind. Peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart. That's how we roll. No need to fuss, it's not a test. Just keep your peace and try your best.